Once our cake pops are firm and everything is set, as you can see, they nice and hard. So next step is decorating. We do a little bit step by step because our characters it's need a little bit more decoration, just simple cake bowl. So what we do is we basically start from drugs because I already actually made it the candy melts warm, and with the candy melts to achieve color of drugs, use white candy melts and add very small amount of a black candy melts. Put them in one dish. Would it be microwave, using microwave, or on top of a simmering saucepan with a simmering water? And as you can see, that's basically what we achieve. So we place the white candy melts and very small amount of a black candy melts to achieve this sort of like a gray, light grayish color. And if you see that you put too much of white or too much of black, to just add to get the right consistency white or black extra and just mix it. Also, to make sure your candy melts is able to actually dip and nicely coat it, add about 1 tablespoon of just vegetable oil all together. It also keeps them nice and smooth as well. So we take our drugs, and what we do is we just dip it in, and we just tiny bit fiddle, just wait when it's a little bit set to make sure we remove excess of the it's a little bit thickish. It's just a problem is with candy pops you have to work in a nice warm kitchen. Unfortunately my kitchen is not warm, so it makes a little bit difficult to work with candy pops, with cake pops, but that's okay. We just take a bit slow. So what we do is we just wait it's all drips off, and once it's nicely sort of set, we can get rid of any excess we don't want to see it, and straighten up as well, because that's all okay. Our hands is nice and clean. You can fiddle with your cake pops because you will eat them later. Alright, once it's all nice and set, make sure it's not just all anything dribble or anything like that. Just wait until it's completely nicely set. So what we do with our cake pop now, we just insert it into styrofoam or the floral block, or specially design the cake pop holder, basically, to just a little bit make sure it's our cake pop is able to set. So by time drugs is setting, we decorate. I show how to decorate some other characters of the Guardians of Galaxy. So what we do is basically with the Gamora, we use green color candy melts, melted in the your microwave container or on top of saucepan with simmering water. Add 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil to make sure it's nice and kind of spreadable. You're able to dip it properly. Dip it your cake pop, and before it's set, please do put the ice. Otherwise, its candy melts tend to be set very quickly. If you're using, you can use chocolate, but you have to tinted chocolate into different colors, and using specially designed for the chocolate coloring, the oil base, and they can be purchased online or in specialty shops. For the eyes, also you can use mini M&Ms or you can use candy beads black. They come in this kind of nice black round balls, or as well as as I said to you before, you can use black, dark color, dark brown mini M&Ms or any other candy which is you able to put for the eyes. Once you place them, put them straight away, because otherwise they will basically not set or well. But and basically what we do is for the I just look at, because our drugs it's not set yet, so we better place the eyes for drugs, otherwise we will be in a big trouble. So what we do is we take these two candy these beads black, as you can see, and here we are. Before it's all set, then now place for the drugs. As I said before, candy melts tend to set very quickly, so now we place them and let it set. We don't have to worry about it. I just want a tiny bit move to make sure we're able to work and see all our characters. Some of them. Now, I just cannot insert in. Now with our Gamora, we just continue. For the eyelashes, we can use the decorating, especially design decorating edible food pens. They comes also best of all to purchase one of those which is writing candy melts, because it's mean they will write very well on a candy melts or on chocolate, the oil base, so which is very good. Some of them will not write very well because they probably designed to write on a fondant, so that's why they will write, but just not as strong, and they're not as good. Best of all, if you like it to write it, purchase which is this particular is Wilton, kind of writing decorating pens, candy melts especially. Now, so we use one of those to this kind of the decorative pen to draw the little nose and the eyelashes. For the hair, we're using black fondant, which is we roll it simply and place for the hair, roll it in a long line, and just place once it's your candy melts is hardened, place on top and shape it into hair. To achieve a color of Gamora, I just simply using white, purple and pink gel food coloring. As you can see, I placed right all three here, and with small brush started from white, because hair of Gamora is black. If you start applying purple or the pink, you will not able to see it. So started just a small few strikes of a white gel food coloring, then apply pink or purple to create a kind of color of the Gamora as well. You can place a little bit on top as well to shadow. So as you can see, Gamora come up really good, which is this what we wanted. Now next step is to we move this way. Next step is to have a look on our Groot. As you can see, we use the peanut butter color. See, peanut butter candy melts for the grout. What I done is peanut butter a little bit too dark, so I place in the dish basically peanut butter, as you can see here, and place with a little bit white candy melts to make sure create a lighter color of a peanut butter candy melts. So we dip it in and place our ice straight away, as well with using same candy beads black. And once it's all set, we're using brown color of food edible decorating pen, and we just create mouth and some parts around eyes and on actual the face. Now also another thing I like to if you like it to do so, I just took it the toothpick and took same of course a color which I melted peanut butter and just put few strips. You probably, yeah, you can see it. See, as you can see, I just drag them in from our melted peanut butter. Reason is I done it so because if we like to place some sort of sticks, for example, for the grout extra, we will able to do. So here our peanut butter, and it's the same which we was using for dipping, and we just place, say for example, around somewhere here, and we place just a few sticks. We try to place it to make it even more realistic. They tend to be really fragile, so I just try to grab one. Here we are, it's one right here. Now we can place another one. Does not need anything big, just very small sticks, more to create a realistic look of the grout. So we just continue sort of doing this way to create various patterns of a grout. As you can see, you can place as much as we really wanted, and just I like it to make it a little bit more realistic because it just looks great. As you can see, here we place a few pieces of the peanut butter. See, what you have to do is just take a little bit and then non-stick baking paper, drag it few pieces and just simply let it set. Once it's set, you can apply on top of grout. Now, next step is to, let's move in our things away, to decorate the rocket raccoon. For the rocket raccoon, we're using simply black candy melts. I have it black but different brand, but it doesn't really matter, whatever you're able to find it. Black candy melts, and place it with 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. Once it's nice melted, would be in microwave or would be in a top of a saucepan with a simmering water. As you can see, that's what we achieve now. We place ice, of course, straight away to make sure they stick nicely, and before our candy melts is set. For next step is we will decorate the rocket raccoon. I think it's simplest probably to decorate rocket raccoon if we would use white and ivory gel food coloring. As you can see, I have white here and a little bit ivory right here. So we take a little bit ivory and we start a little bit to draw just on the sides. to create this little fur of rocket raccoon, just a little bit, not too much, with small brush. Something you can do also, if you like it to do so, you can do with the white writing icing, just to take small amount and drag it with a toothpick. But I think with using gel food coloring, especially using such a small amount, it's really easy. I just try to bring up as you can see, we created around the like a hair sort of. Now what we like to do is next is to create patterns. We're using just a white gel food coloring, and we just create patterns of rocket raccoon. It does not have to be precise as well as I said before, if you like it, you just simply can use the white writing icing instead. It will do exactly same job, and it will be probably more visible as well. So what we do is we just simply creating this way our patterns, and it will not write as good as we write on the cakes, because this is not a fondant. This is candy melts, which is oil-based candy melts, and you will not see the same result. Now, as you can see, we create some patterns of the rocket raccoon. Uses black writing icing to create little nose. And I use a toothpick sort of to straighten all this orderly. Make sure nose is nice and shiny. And here our rocket raccoon. As I said before, you can easily use white gel food coloring to create exactly same patterns by squeezing it a little bit and simply to just spread it with the toothpick. Now next is we just have to have a check is our drugs is set. It's practically set. So with drugs we just have to simply draw the patterns, and we're using food edible decorating pen for it. Simply created these patterns, goes as far as you want, and I'll try to make it more realistic look of drugs, and keep going with the other side as well. Now we finish decorating drugs, and as you can see here, basically decoration come up really good, and draw little nose with the black writing with black edible decorating pen, and fix decoration with red decorating pen. So what we do is next we decorating last character. It's the Star-Lord, and with the Star-Lord we did not use anything. We just left it as it is, just like that. And what we done with our cake pop, which is obviously being from freezer, we use white fondant, which is we roll it and wrap around the 2/3 of the cake pop. Leave only one tiny on top for the hair. And so, as you can see, here we wrap it around everywhere. And I didn't finish actually coloring, that's why it's look like that. And for the hair, we're using a brown writing icing, which is we simply pipe on top and drag with a toothpick to create hair. Just drag it. Make sure your writing icing is not too warm. You can even place in a refrigerator. It's difficult to squeeze actually to pipe out, but it makes hair really good because you're able to actually drag hair into shape you really want it with your toothpick. Now, once you put wrap around fondant around your cake pop, if you find it difficult to connect it or to stick it in, use sugar syrup, just tiny bit, not too much. I did not use anything, it just sticks straight in. For the ice, we using soft sugar pearls, one of those red color, just like that, a red color for the ice of a Star-Lord. And what we do is once we place them inside the fondant as well, if you find them difficult to place them in, use tiny of sugar syrup or simply small amount of white writing icing or any other just underneath to stick, to make sure they actually stick. Now, draw patterns with a black edible decorating pen. As you can see, we've done most of patterns already. And next is we use silver, basically paint. It's a silver edible paint which can be used for cake decorations, for cake pop decorations, for anything. I purchased this paint in a cake decorating shop online actually, and it's once in all it have to be shake very well because it's tend to hold silver goes on the actual bottom and the liquid goes on top. So it comes with brush, but I think it's a good idea if we just place a little bit in on our plate and use our brush. And simply what we start to do is we simply paint everywhere all around our fondant, just a fondant of course, everywhere, nice and careful, not too much, just a small amount. We just want create a helmet. It's not really helmet actually, it's sort of a mask Star-Lord using basically in a movie. So what we do is we simply creating look of a Star-Lord and keep going until you finish completely all over. Now we finish decorating, and as you can see, this is how Star-Lord is look like now. I think he looks really good, actually come out really nice. You can of course decorating with your design as well, and let me just move a little bit camera in, and as you can see Groot come out very well as well, and every character of the Guardian of Galaxy I think turn up to be really great. And I hope you do like this sort of creation. I write everything what I use in the description box for every character of Guardian or Guardians of the Galaxy. And please do write if you have any questions. But I think I did cover most of what I did use. But still, if anything you needed, please do write and ask, or have a look in the description box where I can write. I will write all the description. Thank you very much for your time with me today. I hope you do like this creation of Guardian of the Galaxy. Thank you very much for your time. Until next time, goodbye.